Welcome to Advertising Champions, your go-to destination for insights into the dynamic world of advertising. I'm your host, Tony Stanol, and today we're speaking with Bernard Falkoff of Copperhead Creative. Welcome, Bernard.
Good morning, Tony. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. Now, you have a history or a career of being a creative in the advertising industry. You want to walk us through that just really quickly, and then we'll get to some of the things you're seeing these days in the industry.
Okay, well, I started way back in 1982, where I wrote the Commodore 64 computer manuals.
Whoa.
That's how I kind of got involved in the writing field. I was a video producer director for in-house televisions until before that, and since then I've worked a number of different jobs. I've been everything from a copywriter all the way up to an ACD. Um, I've worked on everything from coupons for Mr. Turkey to how supercritical fluid extractors work for Hewlett Packard. And I spent the last 20 or so years writing pharmaceutical marketing
Right.
for over 100 brands and 40 different diseases.
Right, and that's a thriving field, pharma advertising. I took notice of that during COVID when my business went down because people weren't hiring. They were not using external recruiters like my firm, and yet pharma agencies they were adding to staff and adding people. So they say it's relatively recession proof. What's your observations about the pharma marketing and advertising world, being a creative?
I think it's as expensive and marketable as pharmaceuticals in general. The
Hmm.
way I would put it is we pay a high price for it. My rate for pharmaceutical companies as a ghostwriter, premium ghostwriter versus regular freelance content for other people
Hmm.
goes up significantly in a dollar range. It's like between it's around minimum of 55 to 65, and for regular people, it can be $40 an hour. So that's the real world out there. I guess part of it is the specialization required and the understanding of the medical aspects of it, and also the
Sure.
regulatory and legal aspects. That's a big factor.
Right, right. And what type of content are you talking about?
Oh, you name it. They want you to be able to annotate. They want you to be able to research, understand all the different diseases. I've written ads, brochures, pieces that invite people into clinical trials, um, serious materials for doctors, for payers. That's a whole different division. It's called
Hmm.
managed markets, but we call it payers in the business.
Right,
And being able to specialize in those areas make it extremely marketable.
right, right. So you're kind of a utility player in the pharma medical field.
Yeah, I am. I try to be as diversified as possible wherever I am. I think it's important to learn as much as you can about everything that you're working on.
Right. Now, we just have a little bit more time left, Bernard. Give us an accomplishment. Be prepared to brag or tell us, what you're particularly proud of in your work.
Well, the one thing I haven't talked about is the fact that I was an adjunct professor at Drexel University teaching
Hmm.
digital content and storytelling to game designers, animators, and computer nerds for about
Wow.
13 years. I helped develop the program that they had, and I really enjoyed bringing those students out there. Some of them now are working at Pixar and places like that.
Is that right?
But I guess the other thing is I am proud of is the launch of a product called Abilify, which is for schizophrenia, and
Hmm.
that product I developed all kinds of material, video, non-branded and branded and all that kind of stuff. I think that was a really successful launch. It's now one of the leading medications for schizophrenia out there.
Great. Well, thanks for being with us today, Bernard. Where could people find you?
They can find me at copperheadcreative@gmail.com. They can find me on LinkedIn. Just type in my name for a portfolio. I have a website, but I can't list that on the phone. It's, HTTPS // and we can go into the details on that. They can also
Right.
contact me by phone at 856-739-5303.
You got it. Well, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for the invitation. I really appreciate it, and have a wonderful week ahead.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of Advertising Champions. You could find more podcasts like this at dailynewsnetwork.com, and we'll see you next time.
We've been around for 16 years, working with clients, with thousands of clients. We're working with agencies to be able to scale them and grow them and provide them services that would cost them way more than it would for them to do it themselves. Anything oriented around lead generation, video creation, web design, we're full service, so we can really serve most people.